Today we're going to be talking about tables in Excel, and this is a feature that I ignored for years simply because I was already accustomed to doing things other ways, and the fastest way to do something is the way that you already know, the one you don't have to stop and take time to research. But a table in the general sense is just really a list of information, but in the Excel sense, it's really a combination of formatting and features that just make your life a little bit easier. And if you were starting from scratch with no data on your page, you could just highlight an area that you want to define as your table and click the Format as Table button. Since we've already got some data, we just have to make sure that our cursor is somewhere within the range that we want to define as a table. We'll click the Format as Table button and choose a format from the list here. And for all you accountants out there who look back nostalgically on green bar or blue bar paper, then they've got formats that'll bring back good memories for you. So after we choose a format, then this little Format as Table window pops open, and it's confirming the range that it thinks we want our table to be. If Excel guessed wrong, you could change that range here. And then the My Table Has Headers checkbox is important. As long as you have headings in your first row, you want that box to be checked. You would only clear the box if you have data in your first row and you don't actually have any column headings in there. So we'll click OK, and you can see that the formatting was automatically applied. So in addition to the formatting, the colors that it applied, the other obvious thing is that we've got these buttons up here with a little down arrow on each one. And these give us access to filtering. So if you want to look at just one particular customer, you could do that. And we can clear that filter. They also give you access to some simple sorting. So if we want to sort by item ID, we can do that. Or if we want to be sorted by customer, we can do that. So it just gives you quick access to sorting and filtering to make it easy to locate the information that you're looking for. There's also some interesting things with formulas. So normally when you enter a formula, you would get cell references. But if we come over here to gross profit and we type in equals, and we click on the amount, and then we type the minus, and we click on cost of sales, you can see that we're getting the column names in here instead of D2 minus E2. So I hit enter there, and it also copies that down for me because it's assuming that every row in this table should be laid out the same way. And also, if you were to go to a column heading, and maybe we want to just change this to our abbreviation for cost of goods sold, then when we come back to our formula, it's automatically reflecting that new column name. Another really nice thing about tables is that when you're doing data entry, and let's say you're on the last row, and you're hitting tab so you can move across your row, you get to the end of the last row in your table. If you hit tab again, instead of it moving you over outside your table, it moves you back to the first line in the first column of the next row, and it automatically has expanded the table. We can see here we've got this little triangle down here that shows us the the edges of the table, and you could, if you wanted to manually adjust the size of your table, you could grab that and drag it whichever way you want. And so we could add more items in here. And hit tab, and it keeps expanding the table for us and applying the formatting. You can't see it because there's no numbers over here, but this formula got copied down for us automatically also. So as soon as you put in an amount, then you can see the result of the formula right there. Now a couple other little things you can do too. If you click up here on the design tab of the ribbon, then you've got some options. If you wanted banded columns instead of banded rows, you could turn that on if that would make it easier for you to read. You also have the option here for a total row. When you turn that on, it's going to put a total here in the bottom right corner, but also you could click in any of these others, and you see I get a list of choices here. So I could choose that I want a sum on the amount, and maybe on my quantity I want to know what the average quantity is, and I can also total up my cost of sales if I wanted to. So it makes it really easy to put totals of any type down at the bottom of your your table. So you could have multiple tables on the same worksheet if you wanted to. You could also name your tables up here if you wanted to. Oh, but it doesn't like spaces. But those are the main features that I've been able to find of tables. And so you can see how, since it's so quick to apply table formatting, you really do get a lot of benefits for that little bit of effort. So I hope that helps make your work a little bit easier.